noticed a shift in rhetoric and policy with the Trump administration as well as with Syria and Russia?
Well, absolutely, Kevin. I think just in the past few days, what we've seen is Secretary of State Rex Tillerson increasingly committed to the idea that Bashar al-Assad has to go, that he can't be in power anymore. And I think putting this sort of foremost as a challenge to the Russians. He's not just saying, oh, they have to go and Russia will sort of figure it out. He is there in Moscow. We don't know if he's going to be meeting with Putin, and that's a bit of a tense issue. But he is there basically to say they have to choose sort of between us, the U.S. and Assad, that they can't stick with him, or at least they shouldn't anymore.
Ben, can you tell us the disposition of U.S. forces in the Middle East? I know we have ground troops not only in Syria, but in Jordan, Kuwait. There's even talk of entering more fully the battle in Yemen. The U.S. has naval resources in the Mediterranean. Don't we need more boots on the ground? Many military leaders in the U.S. have already called for more troops.
Sure. There has been a lot of people who have called for more troops, who are saying that we want to go into Syria. It's not clear if that's something that Donald Trump wants to do right now. I think that's sort of the question in a lot of ways that we are all asking is what are they going to do? Is it going to be more Tomahawk strikes? Is it sort of going to be a détente after this uneasy thing? We would certainly have some allies if we were to go into there in Syria, but it's not exactly clear what Trump wants to do, and it's not exactly clear what his advisors in specific want to do. But certainly there are some, especially Republican senators. Lindsey Graham comes to mind, as does John McCain, who would like to see those boots on the ground, who fundamentally think that taking care of the sort of combination Assad-ISIS problem.
Ben, I think you make a great point bringing up Senators Graham and McCain. But, you know, what about lawmakers who want more answers about, as you say, the answers for what this administration is going to do on foreign policy? Do they have any avenues that they can pursue to get more answers?
I think one of the keys here is going to be seeking an authorization for the use of military force, an AUMF. Now, that's something that the administration, that Sean Spicer has said, they don't think they really need. That the president is basically sort of using his war powers as the commander-in-chief here. Congress, I think a lot of folks want to come out and see whether they were happy about what happened in Syria last week or they weren't. They're going to come out and try to force the situation where they sort of legally authorize the use of force for what the president can do and establish contours about what he can do, what he can't do, and how long that can go on. And I think that's going to be the main forum where they push for those answers.
Yeah, and it's not just Democrats, but also some more conservative members of the House Freedom Caucus also pushing for those answers as well. All right.